It is like all forms of government.
But somebody must rule.
And I don't like the word rule.
Well, if we don't like the word rule, let's call it leadership.
Leadership in government is political power, and political power is an official form of antagonizing the people.
But, my dear young man, politics are
necessary. Politics are rules imposed upon the people.
In this country, rules are not imposed. They are the wish of all free citizens.
Travel around a bit, then you'll see how free they are. Travel around a bit, then you'll see how free they are. Travel around a bit, then you'll see how free they are.
Now that I think about it, I saw a red cross down that hallway. It may have been the clinic.
Okay, best of luck with your next story. They do make a real difference.
Hello? Are you here to give blood?
I am.
Wonderful. It's a slow day, as you can see. The doctor will be thrilled.
I saw this advertisement.
This is an old one. We don't see many of these anymore, but I'm glad it caught your attention.
I'm just here to do my part for society.
That's such a beautiful sentiment. We need more people like yourself who truly understand what it means to give sacrificially. It benefits everyone.
It's not that big of a sacrifice.
Admirable of you. The doctor will be right with you. Why don't you have a seat?
Thank you.
Mr. Wesley?
Yes?
Janice and Jensen from the Industry Review Board are running a little late. You can go in and have a seat.
Do you know what this is? I received a summons.
That is rather strange. They were going to stop using these.
They?
Never mind. I'm sure they'll sort it out for you. Just make yourself comfortable. They'll be here shortly, and keep writing those books.
What is this place? Let me out of here! I didn't do anything wrong!
You didn't do anything wrong, huh? Probably in the right place then.
Who are you?
I'm just a neighborhood freedom fighter.
I don't understand.
Never mind. It's nice to have some company though. I've been by myself for a while. I'm Madison.
What kind of place is this?
They call it the safe space.
Safe space?
Yeah, 4 padded walls. It's pretty safe. Who it's trying to protect is an entirely different question. So, what are you in here for?
I don't even know what happened. All these people were yelling at me and security whisked me away to the dean's office, and the next thing I know he was lecturing me about how insensitive I was, and he charged me with...
With what?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Embarrassing for who? You were the person who put you here.
I honestly don't know.
Go ahead and tell me. I won't laugh.
He charged me with a 3rd-degree microaggression. I don't even know what that means. Hey, you said he wouldn't laugh.
Sorry. It's too darn funny. But it's alright. Birds of a feather.
I don't understand.
I'm in for the same thing.
You work in the cafeteria too?
No. I'm the editor of the campus newspaper.
The Freedom Beacon? What are you doing here?
Well, last week, I wrote an op-ed. Caused quite the ruckus.
Sorry, I didn't read it. What did it say?
It was about free speech. I wrote out the First Amendment doesn't guarantee you from hurt feelings. I lambasted free speech zones in universities, saying they're unconstitutional. I also wrote that criminalizing dissent on climate change is no different than Hitler burning books.
Then what happened?
I was brought here. It's my safe space.
Safe from what? When can we get out? I didn't do anything. Let me out.
It's no use. The walls are completely soundproof. It's meant to provide optimal safety for those both inside and out. I knew a student who was in here last year for about 3 weeks.
What was he in here for?
Oh, he was caught carrying a copy of Atlas Shrugged with the cover exposed.
What's that? I don't understand.
Never mind.
How do you know so much about this place?
I did a complete investigative story on his 3 weeks in the safe space holding cell.
I don't remember reading about it.
It was edited out of paper.
I thought you were the editor.
Now you catch on. So, it spread itself to the cafeteria, huh?
What?
You said you worked in the cafeteria, right?
Yes, that's right.
What kind of microaggression happens in the cafeteria? Let me guess. You substituted chicken salad in the vegan sandwich.
No, nothing like that. You know how every Tuesday evening is essay night in the dining hall? So yesterday we had the Vietnamese banh mi sandwich on the menu.
Yeah, I like that. Pate, pickled vegetables, French baguettes.
Well, the problem started when our shipment of pate didn't arrive over the weekend, so on Monday I was scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. So I decided to make some pulled pork, and we served the pulled pork on baguettes instead of pate.
And then what happened?
That's it.
That's what?
That's what happened.
You didn't get to the part about your microaggression.
Yeah, I did. The next thing I know, I have 20 students protesting around the banh mi station. And before I knew what happened, campus police dragged me away, and now I'm here. What's so funny?
At least I'm in here for the First Amendment. You're in here for a pork sandwich. Oh, it's getting better and better. You don't happen to have a pen and paper, do you? I'd love to start writing my next op-ed right about now.
What happened to the student who was in here last year?
Realigned and released.
Realigned?
Just wait for it. Here comes Doc.
Greetings, Garner. I'm delighted that you found your safe space. Our university strives to provide all students with spaces where they can be themselves without any threat of aggression, whether macro, micro, or nano. I'm sure you see that the regrettable incident in the cafeteria not only created a disturbance, but it defamed the cultural heritage of the banh mi sandwich, which was very upsetting for our Vietnamese students. Therefore, to create a safe space for them, we had to remove the aggressor from the situation, and likewise provide a safe space for you.
I was the aggressor.
You did substitute pulled pork for pate, didn't you?
Oh, she admits me. She was definitely smoking pig all day.
So we put you here for your own good. Our university strives to provide all students with spaces where they can
So how can I get out of here?
Simple. I have a few straightforward documents for you to sign, stating how you'll not culturally appropriate any other ethnic food.
Oh, wait. Before you sign anything, I have a question for Miss Safe Space.
My name is Dalat.
You contend that Garner misappropriated the banh mi sandwich. But can't we say the Vietnamese did the same thing?
I beg your pardon?
Baguettes. They're French. The Vietnamese have colonized the baguettes, claiming it for themselves, putting their Asian marinated pickled vegetables and French baguettes and spices on French bread. How can you let the French be disparaged in such a flagrant way? This is an outrage.
Your comments are absurd and a complete misrepresentation of historical reality.
Absurd. Answer me this. Is the baguette French or not?
The Vietnamese suffered under 80 years of French oppression. The French have French privilege, which cancels out the right to claim that French bread is French.
French privilege?
Yes.
You know what I think? I think you're full of crap. And what do you say to that? Am I allowed to say that?
Of course. You're in your safe space. You can speak as you like here. Now, Garner, I'm sure you see the gravity of your errors. Are you clear on how to rectify future situations?
Could you explain it to me again?
Certainly. Pulled pork sandwiches are fine, but they must be called pulled pork sandwiches.
Wouldn't pork be considered a microaggression against Jewish and Muslim students?
You bring up an exceptional point. I shall raise this at our next safe spaces forum to see if we need to make additional changes.
So, no pork.
We don't know yet.
then I still don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh yes. Make sure that when you serve the Vietnamese banh mi sandwich, that a cultural informant pre-inspects the meal to make sure it is done authentically. We can provide these experts for you. We wouldn't want to misinform the school at large about Vietnamese culture.
What about tacos?
Excuse me.
Shouldn't there be some guy from Mexico inspecting the tacos?
I'm assuming this is already happening.
But of course.
And what about Tex-Mex? What's the percentage needed for cultural inspection? One purebred Mexican and one purebred Texan should do the trick. But in the case of mixed blood, is there say a certain percentage that the school has approved? For example, 40% Texan and 60% Mexican. And what about 30-70?
Madison, you have some exceptionally good insight into these important issues. As soon as you decide to leave your safe space, I would like to invite you to be a part of the Safe Space Forum Advisory Board to provide us with a new voice of guidance. I have big hopes for you, Madison, as soon as you've been realigned.
Oh, thank you. Your confidence in me is what makes me want to embrace the world in a never-ending hug of love and understanding.
I'm a little confused.
Most certainly in the right place, then.
Garner, are you willing to sign these documents to symbolize your eagerness to gain cultural sensitivity to new heights in the cafeteria?
If I do, does it mean I can get out of here?
Of course! This is not a prison. This is a safe space so that you can be yourself. And as soon as you're recovered, you can join the rest of society.
No more pulled pork with banh mi sandwiches.
Excellent. And while I have you here, there is one other thing I wanted to discuss with you. We've been wanting to recommend some changes to the names of the salad dressings for quite some time.
Salad dressing?
Yes. We feel that ranch inappropriately glorifies the Manifest Destiny Creed, which brought cowboys westward, resulting in the genocide of the indigenous peoples of the land.
Then what am I supposed to call it? White dressing with garlic, dill, and other herbs?
Of course not! The term white would show aims towards the non-Caucasians on campus. We were thinking that dressing 1 would be more appropriate.
I don't know. Wouldn't the term dressing disparage those folks in the world who prefer not to wear clothing?
I'll have to take that up with the Safe Space Forum Advisory Board. Perhaps we should just call it 1.
1?
Would you like some number 1 on your salad?
That has quite the special ring to it, doesn't it? Well, we don't need to decide everything today. Garner, are you willing to stop by my office next week to hash out the dressing controversy?
Sure.
Excellent. You're all set. You're free to go.
Seeing the funny papers.
I hope you'll be back to writing soon.
Don't count on it. The longer I stay here, the safer I feel.
Madison, you know that you too can re-enter regular university life. As soon as you acknowledge you will not use free speech as a justification for saying whatever you like.
I guess I just needed a little more time to let that statement sink in.
Very well.
Hey, Garner, what's for dinner tonight?
Stir-fried vegetables with rice.
White or brown?
Madison, we cannot categorize rice along colored lines.
Oh, my apologies.
Have a good day and enjoy your safe space.
Oh, what are you in here for?
I don't even know. I was just walking down the sidewalk outside the student union building singing a Rihanna song.
Let me guess. You are not from Barbados, are you?
No?
Welcome to your safe space.
Run! Escape! Run for your life! Hey, stop right there! Stop right there!
Oh, pardon me.
Excuse me. Do you know what time this office will open?
Oh, you must be waiting for Jansen and Janice.
Yes, I've been waiting a long time already.
That's not surprising. Highly inefficient. They are the government, after all.
So are you saying I should just leave?
Oh, no. You must never leave. They will find you wherever you are. It's better to wait. They will arrive shortly.
Are you the doctor that works at the clinic?
Genetrician?
A woman came in looking for you. She wanted to donate blood.
This is a glorious day. I must go.
Oh, hello, hon.
I don't want to know your name. It's forbidden, actually. Didn't you read about that in the disclaimer?
Yes, I suppose I did. Greeting people is just a habit of mine.
Well, the less we know of each other, the better. Just to be safe.
Okay. So, how long will this take?
The procedure itself is short, but you will need at least 10 hours for recovery.
Recovery? Oh, I didn't realize it would be so long.
And that's why we should get to know each other.
But I thought you just said...
No, not for real. I will give you a name. How is Georgia? Is that all right with you? It's not your real name, is it?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's not my real name, and it's all right. So, what should I call you?
I am your genetrician.
A genetrician?
You can call me Gene. Now, stand up. Take a deep breath. And jump as high as you can. Come along now, we're going to have all day.
I thought we did have all day.
That's just an expression.
Oh, so you want me to jump?
Yes. Okay, sit back down. Now, I'm afraid we are going to have to draw some blood. Hope you're not squeamish, are you?
Not really. I've seen my fair share of blood in my day.
That's helpful, actually. It would be to society's benefit if people were to become desensitized to blood. The flow of blood is what separates us from the animals. The knowing. The understanding of death, that is. It's our downfall. Okay, now could you stand back up and lift your arm in the air? Your bone segments are quite long here. Should make for a good harvest.
Harvest?
What I mean by that is donation, of course.
I'm sorry, what kind of place is this?
You did come here on your own accord, didn't you?
Yes. I saw this flyer and decided that I could use the money.
Let me see that. Blood donations needed. ... The pay is good. For society's benefit. I haven't seen one of these flyers in a while. It was one of our old tactics. Didn't really work very well. I am pleased we drew you in. And here's the disclaimer at the bottom.
I thought I was giving blood.
Oh, you are. And a little more.
I never agreed to anything more than blood.
Oh, but you did, Georgia. Remember, blood and ... Plus, it's all written on that door when you walked in.
But the door was completely blank. There was no writing on it.
It's not on the front of the door. Nah, that would be silly. It's written on the inside of the door frame, right there.
What? That's ridiculous. Notice, those who enter hereby relinquish their gene rights and perpetuity to the genetrician under the jurisdiction of the Society and Betterment Act. What? This is crazy. I didn't agree to that. What do you mean? Hey, let me out of here! Hey, let me out! Hey!
Georgia! There's no use in being overdramatic.
Overdramatic? Isn't this exactly the kind of situation that requires being overdramatic? Hey! Hey, let me out! Hey, please!
This loud caterwaul won't do either of us any good. Sit back down, and we can get this all over with once and for all.
I'm not sitting down! Let me out of here! Please,
Give me that arm. Give me that arm. The needle that I used on you, not the one just now, the first one, serves two purposes. One is to withdraw blood for our sample, but it also injects a genetically mutated organism, which helps me control unruly patients, such as yourself. But my, Georgia, I must say, I have never, ever seen anyone who could overcome my personal serum. I must say, you truly are one of a kind. But I realize that not even you can resist 2 doses of my serum. So I suggest you just relax, calm down, sit tight. Everything will be over soon. After all, you did come here under your own volition. You wanted this. I do apologize for the restraints, but I see that they are necessary.
So, what are you going to do?
I am going to harvest those non-conformist genes, which most contribute to an unwieldy society.
Harvest genes?
It's a fairly simple procedure, and you will be rewarded just like the flyer stated. It's a beneficial agreement for all involved.
Non-conformist genes?
You know, creativity, rational thinking, emotional responses, religious tendencies, the things that tend to separate us.
Creativity? What is this place?
Our agency has been out of the mainstream up to now, using this university lab as our research facility. But the program will be rolling out nationally starting next year. So consider yourself lucky. You're ahead of the curve.
Lucky?
Yes. You should be getting tired by now. The mutated gene strands I injected should sap you of your energy. Okay. I think we're all set. Now, you said before that you were used to seeing blood. Why is that?
I'm from Rome.
I see. The seat of the rebellion. Yes, I suppose blood will be a regular occurrence there. Well, life will be a lot happier once the procedure is complete. A lot happier. Blood will no longer be of any consequence.
Have you had the procedure done to you?
No, of course not. I'm at the agency. We don't want to eradicate those genes, simply ration them. Okay. Take a deep breath.
Why are you doing this?
I'm not immune to the plight of Rome. My grandfather was a Roid. Really, I have some sympathetic feelings for those brave people. But the genetic breakthrough from our lab is simply too significant to ignore. By rationing those non-conformist genes, we can build the society that we all desire. Fight no more. That's our motto. It's exciting what we will be able to achieve. You should be happy that you volunteered. The rollout next year will surely not be as smooth, but for you, it'll be all over. Okay, we're all set. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. This is going to hurt a little.
Mr. Wesley, very sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Johnson and this is Janice, well, with the Industry Review Board.
Please, have a seat. We
We appreciate your willingness to carve a little time out of your writing regimen to answer a few questions.
Willingness to carve out time. I received a summons.
We've been meaning to rephrase that. It should have stated letter of appointment.
Well, it says summons. It's quite clear. Right across the top, actually.
Oh, we'll take that up with the Executive Committee of Industry Review Board and see if we can change that. We don't want to give the wrong impression.
I must admit that I'm having a hard time understanding what impression you expect me to have. I'm a writer, so why am I in front of the Industrial Review Board?
Industry Review Board.
Is there a difference?
I thought someone with the writer's acumen would see the difference plainly.
The Industrial Review Board is an oversight committee for commerce and trade.
And the Industry Review Board?
It's an oversight committee for the other human endeavors, the cottage industries of the human intellect, as some of my colleagues like to put it.
Then why don't they call it the Intellectual Review Board?
Like I said, we don't want to give the wrong impression.
We've been reviewing some of your writings. Very fine work, by the way.
Without doubt, you have given voice to our generation.
But there are a few items which we have felt compelled to bring to your attention.
What is this all about?
There are a few things which I'm sure have just been oversights on your part. Janice, would you like to begin with Mr. Wesley's book?
Yes, well, in your most recent novel, the protagonist had a propensity for eating cheeseburgers. Well, of course, you do see the dilemma this creates, right?
You may need to expound on that just a little further.
Well, as you know, your book was very popular, especially amongst the 15 to 30 age demographic. Our board was uncomfortable with the glorifying of fast food, which may in turn influence young people to make unhealthy food choices. So we have taken the liberty of contacting your publisher and editor, requesting with the next printing of your book that the protagonist eats more salads.
You contacted my editor about my character eating more salad?
Why, yes, I spoke to your editor myself, Mr. Edwards, and he seemed rather pleased with the changes. I'm sure he'd be going over them with you soon.
Is there anything else?
Why, yes, we do have quite a long list to go over with you. The next item is religion. We have noticed that in a few of your books, a few of your characters are of certain religious persuasions.
As far as I know, being religious isn't a crime.
Well, of course not. We have nothing against religion.
I have a Methodist background myself, but there have been claims that some of your writings only mention characters of certain religions, and that, as I'm sure you see, creates some discriminatory overtones.
Quite frankly, I don't see anything.
We want everyone in society to be free to read as they choose. When a book focuses too much on characters of one religion, then through omission, it risks tearing down the faith of others. To have a truly open society, we must ensure that all minority viewpoints are being heard.
So let me get this straight. If I only mention a character of one faith, then others might feel left out.
That's it exactly.
And I take it you have a proposal for how I might deal with this.
Well, it's easier than you might think. For example, if your protagonist is a Christian, then perhaps mention that his spouse is Hindu, or that he discovered the healing properties of Buddhist chanting while on his last business trip to China.
This is a joke, right?
Tolerance and diversity are never jokes. But those are just examples. I'm sure, as a writer, you would have no problem synthesizing the different religions into your prose in creative and subtle ways to better serve the common good.
And if not, then making everyone in your books an atheist would be acceptable as well. So, what can we expect you to do about this?
My thoughts about this or anything else is none of your business.
Mr. Wesley, there's no need to be defensive. Omission of views is a very simple regulation to avoid. One simply needs not to omit.
You are saying I'm guilty by omission. Does that mean we should contact PETA to protest my books? Because I haven't written about the neglect of puppies.
You do bring up an interesting point. You have not yet been flagged by our Animal Rights Division, but once an item is brought to our attention, we are forced, by executive order, to inform the proper authorities. We thank you for your candidness on your lack of behalf of solicitation on behalf of the Animal Kingdom, and I'm sure the appropriate follow-up measures will be taken.
You must appreciate the delicate position we are in here. The last thing we would ever want to do is become an obstacle to your creative endeavors. But we, at the Industry Review Board, have to make sure everyone's reading experience is enjoyable and non-discriminatory.
Are you telling me what to write?
Well, of course not. We are simply
bringing these matters to your attention because, quite honestly, your silence on these important issues is frightening.
Frightening?
You stole the word right out of my mouth.
Since this is our first meeting together, we will just need your signature on this statement. Jackson, who are you?
I'm about to read the statement verbatim to you, and then you'll be asked to sign it. After that, we won't have to meet again until our follow-up in 6 months.
We have to meet again?
Let me begin. I hereby acknowledge my lack of sensitivity towards the topics written below. We've already filled them in for you. I hereby pledge to stop my discriminatory writing practices and to, within the next 6 months, compose the appropriate pieces to demonstrate the realignment of my writing with the stated goals of progress. Please just sign here.
I cannot sign something like this.
I'm sorry. Did you mean you cannot, or you will not? The phrasing is important. We take all mitigating circumstances into account, so if there is a reason why you cannot commit to this today, then we are willing to listen.
I said will not.
That sounds to me like a statement of volition.
Well, let me make it clear then. I could not, cannot, and will not sign a statement to that effect.
Mr. Wesley, you do realize you are putting us in a very awkward position.
I'm putting you in an awkward position?
We are charged to make sure everyone's doing their part, to make society a gentler and fairer place.
I am a writer. I create. I think. I put words into order. I rearrange sentence structure for maximum impact. I color passages with emotion. I tell stories. I expose the thoughts of my soul, good or bad, for the sake of the story. I am charged by society to tell the truth, to be honest with myself. I am the voice for the downtrodden. I am the exposer of lies. I am the people's equalizer. I push progress while I criticize progress. I am the exposition of human thought. I am no one's mouthpiece but my own. I write from my heart, where I do not write at all.
We, at the Industry Review Board, loathe violence. But we loathe something else even more. Writers like you, who are stuck in the last century. Writers are the dreamers and fighters for progress. Please put your hands on the table.
What are you gonna do? Slap me with a ruler?
But when writers are no longer tolerant or inclusive, they become dangerous relics. And relics have no place in the modern world.
What is that for?
If the pen cannot be taken from the hand, then the hand will be taken from the pen. Put your hands down flat.
It is unfortunate that it has come to this. We just need you to initial here to state that you understand your obligations.
If you can't write with your hand, just put an X using your mouth. That'll be fine.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Wesley. We'll inform you of your probationary meeting in the next 6 months.
And once again, we really do admire your works.
Hello, Georgia. There we go. Let me get the release for you. Everything went beautifully. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Good, good. See? Harmless. Now, here's the cash payment you came here for. Can't forget that.
Thank you.
Now, before you leave, I just have a couple of questions for you just to make sure everything is in order. First, what is your name?
Georgia.
Good, good, good. And where do you live?
Newtown. 2714 Newtown.
Excellent. That is indeed the address where you will find your new apartment. And what's our motto?
Fight no more.
It is a glorious day for our nation. Georgia, it has been an honor working with you.
I will always be grateful for your care and concern.
Oh, you're so sweet. Now, as you leave, I would like you to hand these out to people you meet. It would be a big help.
I consider it my duty. Goodbye, Jean.
People like you make my job so rewarding.
How did it go with Mr. Wesley today?
Oh yes, I ran into him too.
He's most cooperative.
I can't wait to see the Rewriting Institute. It's going to be enlightening for all of society. And how are things in the safe space?
Productive. One cafeteria worker realigned, but unfortunately we had 2 others that just weren't working out. You can't reach everyone. And I heard you had a blood donation today.
My friends, we have our newest resident in town.
Yeah, I feel it too. The weight of what we are about to accomplish.
This must have been what it felt like to be part of the Manhattan Project.
Everyone, it's been a distinct pleasure. See you all tomorrow.
Do yours hurt?
When I rubbed them.
Mine hurt all the time.
Did you have the dream again?
I heard the faintest whispers, like the wind tickling in my ear, but they don't frighten me.
No. I suppose they shouldn't.
Do you think we'll ever get out of here?
None of that. We have to keep our spirits up.
Can we play our game? That always helps me feel better.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Whose turn is it to start?
It's yours.
Okay. Let me think of something. Oh, right, I got it. You like this one.
What just happened?
It looks like we fell.
Oh, we fell. Naturally. That's obvious.
Excellent, Taylor, excellent. Look up there.
Wow, that's a long way up. How did we survive the fall?
It's a miracle we haven't broken any bones.
Yeah. My butt really hurts. Where are we?
Don't you remember? We stumbled out of our safe space and right into this blasted cave.
You told me to come prepared for an adventure.
We did nothing toward falling into this cave. We were just falling over conscious and my eyes hurt! I have no eyes! And yet they burn into my soul! I'm sorry, Tim, I'm sorry. Never mind your eyes. We stay focused and keep our minds alive.
light is coming. The light is coming.
We're back in the cave. You take over. What happens next?
Hey, did you bring your cell phone?
Why, of course.
We can use the new GPS feature. I heard they updated it with Spelunky maps.
You are rare phone today, Taylor.
Can you read this?
It's blurry. I need my glasses.
Looks like someone did interpretive dance on the screen.
It must be bad if blind men can't make out these scribbles.
Are you serious?
What?
The battery just died.
Taylor!
You should have charged it.
Sorry, I seem to have misplaced my charger.
You know, this would make an excellent movie. Two blind guys in a cave.
Two blind as about men?
And they're blind as a bad case. You know, if this is one of those thriller movies, we must be near the climax. Madison,
Yes.
do you think we're in the last 15 minutes of our movie?
Perhaps.
What if I don't want the movie to end?
Movies can't last forever.
There's definitely no way we can climb out of there through that hole up there, is there?
It's hard to see a way out.
I want to hear the voice again.
We will.
Just one dim ray of hope. That's all I ask.
It will come.
You really believe that?
Wait for the light. The light is almost here.
Are we down to the last 5 minutes?
Let's find out.
I don't want to miss the credits.
Taylor, you would be front and center in the credits. You've been so brave.
I couldn't have done it without you, Madison.
You brought us out of here so many times. I'm really grateful for that, you know? Well, are you gonna start again? We are still in the cave, remember?
Yes. It's hard to forget. Hey, what's this? I feel something right here.
Feels like a rock formation to me.
There's something on it.
What is it?
Letters. Engraved.
Yes, I feel it.
2 names.
I thought so.
The light is coming.
We're down to the last 5 minutes.
Do you regret anything?
What's to regret when doing the right thing?
The light is almost here.
My eyes hurt.
Mine too.
Not for long.
My sides are from laughing so much. Thank you, Taylor.
Laughter is the best medicine.
It can make the blind see.
It can set the prisoner free.
We shall be free indeed.
And safe.
Yes. We'll finally be in our safe space.
Can you make sure my family gets my cell phone?
This is goodbye, Taylor.
Not for long.
Are the credits done?
The light is just beginning. You shall be bathed in it. It won't be long.
Goodbye, humble king.
My humble friend.
We shall see each other soon.
In the light.
Yes. In the light.
When he needed to rest, he lay down.
When he needed to eat, he would go on the corner and get a bite from the local market.
But he wouldn't be away long.
In no time at all, he would be back in his familiar spot, standing and staring into the seat of power.
The home of Antoine.
He had an umbrella for the rain and a jacket for the wind.
Whenever a guard would approach and say,
"Hey, get out of here!"
He would smile politely, nod at the guard, and reply,
"This patch of ground suits me just fine."
The guard would pause, not really knowing how to respond to the man who did nothing wrong.
In fact, he did nothing at all. He just stood there and stared at the presidential palace. One day, his neighbor was walking home through the square when she saw him standing on his favorite patch of ground.
"What's going on with you? I haven't seen you around much lately."
I've been busy.
"Doing what?"
Standing.
"Why?"
I'm waiting.
"For what?"
A revolution.
"A revolution? Are you crazy? You shouldn't talk like that. You might get in trouble."
Why would I get in trouble for talking?
"Well, you just might. People get in trouble for talking all the time. And besides, you just don't talk about the R word. Especially in front of this game."
Don't they like words that start with R's?
"Not that word."
Well, I don't see why not. Cars have revolutions. Industry has revolutions. The earth has revolutions. So why can't we have a revolution?
"Because he wouldn't like it."
Who, him? I'm sure that's not true. He certainly liked the word revolution 30 years ago, when he was standing right about here.
"Just come back home."
This spot of ground suits me just fine. I think I'll stay.
The him who they were referring to was Antoine, affectionately referred to as
the beloved one. At least that is how he referred to himself. True, there was no shortage of individuals inside the gate who loved Antoine and would do anything he asked, no matter how extreme or heinous.
Day after day, the man stood and stared through the gate, and the guards mostly left him alone.
By week 3, a group of college students started gathering in the square behind the man.
They brought their lunches, spread out some blankets, and sat on the ground, and they too started to watch for the revolution.
The man always enjoyed the company and polite conversations.
One day, as the college students ate their snacks, a new person joined the scene and hurled insults at the guards.
Why are Antoine's guards so ugly? Does he feed you lemons for breakfast?
Please, don't say that.
Why not? They're nothing but the symbol of a corrupt regime. Down with Antoine!
Please, stop.
Don't you hate him as much as I hate him? Isn't that why you're standing here?
No, I don't hate Antoine. I try not to hate anyone.
You're a fool! How could you not hate him after all he's done to this country? He's been stealing wealth for the past 30 years while the real people of this country have been starving to death. Do you deny it?
I don't deny it.
That's better. Down with Antoine! Come on, join in.
I will not.
What are you doing here then?
I'm waiting.
For what?
The revolution.
You can't wait for a revolution. You have to act upon a revolution. You have to cause, prod, design, and implement a revolution.
You can do it your way if you like, but I am content to wait.
The daily crowds grew bigger as more and more college students brought their lunches, sat around the man, looked at the gate, and waited for the coming revolution.
One day, the instigator returned in a drunken stupor with a group of his friends.
The man staggered and yelled incoherently, greatly embarrassing the man who waited.
They taunted the guard inside the gate, who had now positioned himself into a much more defensive posture, and they approached the man.
Oh. So there he is, the revolutionary watcher. Maybe we should call him the coward. He just stands there and does nothing. He never speaks of the evil deeds of Antoine. Perhaps he's one of them after all. Perhaps he's Antoine's brother.
You may say whatever you like, but I am content to stand here nonetheless.
I've had enough of this non-action. It's time to do something. Who's with me?
The crowd yelled. The instigator grabbed a bottle and threw it with all his strength over the gate and it struck a guard in the forehead, fell him to the ground. The crowd roared with approval.
The guards grabbed their weapons and pointed them into the mob.
A group of them stormed out of the gate, firing shots overhead. Every crowd ran were scattered in all directions to reveal a lone person standing his ground in a very familiar spot.
Who threw that bottle? You! Did you throw that bottle?
No, sir, I didn't.
Are you the leader of this crowd?
I'm the leader of nothing. I just like to stand here.
And you, what are you doing here?
I'm just here because of him. He came here first.
So you started this crowd?
I most certainly did not. I only came here to stand.
That's not true. He is the one who started this gathering. Yeah, every day he encourages people to come and protest the government.
That's right. I hear people in his group say things like down with Antoine. They say it all the time.
Is this true?
I have no group. I only have a spot of ground which suits me.
Then what are all these people doing here?
You'll have to ask them, I'm afraid. I can only answer for myself.
Then what are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
Waiting for what?
The revolution.
You are a traitor. You will pay dearly for this.
But I have done nothing wrong.
Assault on the presidential guard, unlawful assembly, threats against the ruler.
I have made no threats, and I most certainly would not assault anyone. I have no enemies.
He threw the bottle. He and his group threw the bottle, and they've been talking about revolution for weeks.
At this point, the guards grabbed the man, violently pushing him up against the wall next to the gate, which had been staring at for weeks.
We'll teach everyone here a lesson.
We'll teach everyone here a lesson. We'll teach everyone here a lesson.
did nothing wrong. He cursed no one. He wished no harm on anyone. He just stood his ground and waited for a change. Because he knew it would come. Because we are the change. We are the power. We are the nation. He did not deserve this.
Down with that Tuan! Down with that
Tuan! I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone. The good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. For those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
Job in all the earthly and heavenly realms. I would never outsource it, even to St. Peter.
So what is it you do at the pearly gates?
I have one question to ask each of you.
One question? I think I know what it is.
Are you sure you know the right question?
Pardon me, but we're bureaucrats.
I'm not a bureaucrat.
Well, three of us are. What Dawes and Janice are trying to say is that we've been trained to ask the right questions.
If you feel prepared, please, go ahead.
The question of the pearly gates is this. Why should I let you into heaven?
You seem to have all this figured out.
We have been trained by the best and brightest to be ready for any and all situations.
You didn't seem ready for that mob of people in the square.
That's true. Good point. I see a kick it won't buy you. But this question? We've been waiting our whole lives for this.
Literally.
Touché.
So you think you know the right question, and you already have 4 possible answers. Quite industrious of you.
We could expound upon the answers a little, if you don't mind.
Oh, please. I could stand here for an eternity. Literally.
Answer 1.
I'll take this one. So, why should you let me into heaven? Answer. I've been a good person. I never killed anyone. I loved my wife. I always tried to be a good neighbor. I went to the Methodist church most Sundays, and I always tried to give 11%, not 10. Didn't want you to think I was stingy. I made 2 mission trips to Africa, and once a month, I helped feed the poor at the soup kitchen. That's why you should let me into heaven. How's that?
I'm sorry. That is not the correct answer.
I think I know the correct answer. This answer is counterintuitive. It appeals to your justice and mercy.
This should be interesting.
Why should I let you into heaven? You shouldn't. I don't deserve to go into heaven because I'm not perfect, and I never will be. Even though I've been a relatively good person, I still don't measure up to your perfect measuring stick. I'm a sinner, and I know that sinners don't go into heaven. Therefore, I throw myself at your mercy and prayer. That your grace will be sufficient enough to open up those pearly gates. Let me in. How's that?
That was quite moving. But I'm sorry. That's still the wrong answer.
You two have it all wrong. I know a safe space when I see one. And the pearly gates is the ultimate symbol for our final safe space. Let me try and answer the question.
By all means.
That's clever. By all means. And that's what I'm getting at. Why should you let me into heaven? You are tolerant. You made everything. All peoples, all cultures, all religions come from you and lead to you. You can never condemn anyone. You're universal, and you have used many different religious backgrounds because you love us all. We are here, at least I am, ready at your gate to return home to my Father. All roads lead to you because all is one.
I'm sorry, my child. That is not the correct answer.
What are we gonna do?
There is still one more possibility.
Oh, let's hear it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Me neither. I'm a little frightened of this one.
I'm sure whatever it is, I can handle it.
No, there has to be another way.
Fine. I'll answer it. But only because this is the only logical explanation.
Please proceed.
So your question is this: why should I let you into heaven? Answer: you shouldn't. I don't want to go into heaven. I don't believe in you. This is all just a manipulative dream, a harvested gene, a mythical apartment in Newtown. This is all just a forlorn promise of a misbegotten utopia. I refuse to believe in you because I refuse to believe that there is a God who would allow so much pain and suffering to exist on the earth. We were on the brink of eradicating you, so I will not bow down to your mind games. This is all just a figment of my imagination. So, therefore, you shouldn't let me in because there is no in to go into.
I see. I cannot force you to believe in me. That would be manipulation. Truth can never be forced. Truth is a realization.
So was Jean correct? Are you imaginary?
Is there a heaven?
You've heard all 4 of these answers before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
But none of them are correct?
No. Not one.
What are we supposed to say? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
I washed the pearly gates for you. No, they're already spotless.
Please. I'll do better next time. Please, just give me another chance.
Why am I here? What do you want me to say?
No, I don't believe in you.
My children, all of these answers are incorrect for one simple reason.
Oh yeah? And what is that reason?
You've all been asking the wrong question. When you ask the wrong question, you will always get the wrong answer. Isn't that correct, Jean?
You mean you don't want to ask us? Why should I let you into heaven?
No, I don't.
But you do have a question to ask us.
Yes, I do.
Then, what is your question, Lord?
I have one question to ask you.